we always had people asking, Natalie, I really want to learn public speaking, but there is no Toastmasters Club in my area. How can I join Toastmaster? So last year, when pandemic hit, it really brought a lot of problems and difficulties in our life, personally and professionally. But for us, it was the impetus of Bhinneka, because we thought, actually, there is a way to connect all these people from all over Indonesia, from the diverse and widespread Indonesia, different regions, and we can connect them with an online club. And that's why we chose the name Bhinneka, which means diversity, because we want to provide a place where people from all over Indonesia and then all over the world can connect, can practice, and can grow together in their journey of public speaking, leadership, and personal growth. So that is the story of Bhinneka, how from an idea, from a conversation, we can turn it to reality in just mere of 3 months. So December 1, 2020, Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club officially charted.
Welcome everyone. Maybe Natalie has not mentioned the meaning of Bhinneka. Bhinneka is actually a Sanskrit word from India. It means diversity. So the full slogan of Bhinneka is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, means unity in diversity. Can everyone unmute and say it with me? Unity in diversity.
Unity in diversity.
Unity in diversity.
Unity in diversity.
Yes, if I could tattoo that on my forehead, I would do it. I just love that slogan really a lot. But today we're focusing on the word Bhinneka, which means diversity. Diversity means, of course, we come from many different backgrounds. There are 9 billions of us on this earth, right? And we come from many different backgrounds. But I'm sure we shared our humanity in common. And this is why we would like to introduce to you about the humans of Bhinneka. Our members from Bhinneka will share about their personal story for 2 minutes, and I will ask you to volunteer to respond to this story. Maybe you can relate to this story. Some stories can be really happy, some others can be really sad. So I will invite you, after someone speaking, to respond to their story. And I would like to call our first speaker today is Rendra. Rendra, are you ready?
Always ready.
Yes, always ready, born ready. I hope not. Never stop. Okay, can you see the timers today?
I can see the timer, not yet. Where's the timer?
Okay.
It's Robin.
Robin, yes, Robin. All right, so
That is Robin.
take it away, Rendra.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dear honorable guest, have you ever find yourself for something that you really love, that makes your heart sings and your soul soar? Have you ever have that? Well, in my case, it is photography. I am Rendra. I am engineer as a profession, but I have photography as my passion. It was beginnings when I was 13 years old. I realized Indonesia is very beautiful, the most archipelagic country on earth. My country is beautiful. So I have something that really interest in myself, which is photography. It was study tour to Borobudur Temple. Have you ever heard Borobudur Temple? This is the Buddhist biggest temple on earth. It is in Indonesia. What a waste if I didn't take memories at Borobudur Temple at the moment. So I was using my camera at that moment. It is a film camera. I took a lot of photos of the Borobudur, and apparently the results are very good. My friends, my best friends, of course, they love to see the result of my photos. Since the age of 13, I realized it could be my talents. However, in Indonesia, everyone wants to be pilots, doctors, and engineers. So I have to pursue the engineer path. So I go get there. Apparently, by the age of 24, when I have a work at the first job, I bought the first camera, and then
Rendra,
it
5 more seconds.
yes. And finally, when I work, I bought drone, and you can see the background. It is one of my favorite photos taken by my drones, and I also already post more than 14,000 photos on my Instagram. You can check it out. And I am Rendra in Bhinneka Online Toastmasters. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you never found yourself, the hidden talents of you, just open your hearts, just try and give a try. You will find at this will enjoy you. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rendra. I'm sure you have a lot more to share, but unfortunately we have 30 minutes, not 300. That's why sorry we have to cut you off, but I'm sure everyone can share your excitement. Now, talking about finding your talent at mid-age. So everyone here, anyone wants to share about finding your talent somehow a little bit late? Yes.
Can I try to share?
Oh, yes, let's go. Fifi.
Hi, everyone. My name is Fifi. I'm working for Material Handling Engineering Company in Jakarta, Indonesia. To find my talent or my passion, honestly, it was an easy task for me. Then I realized my passion is to write the storytelling. I can spend time for hours. I forgot to drink, to eat, just to prepare the content for the storytelling. For example, the last storytelling that I wrote was at that time for the internal story in my company. We want to celebrate International Women's Day. I wrote the story about female technician. In our business world, it's hard to find a female technician who can climb or working at height to service the overhead crane. So tired but smile. Yeah. I can say that it gives me personal satisfaction when I do or to write the storytelling. That's the thing that I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fifi. We would like to read your story sometime. I'm sure it will be interesting. Yes? Yes, okay. So guys, if you have socials, you can share it on the chat box here. Even though you don't speak at all, it's fine. So maybe we can catch up later in the socials. Maybe Instagram, Facebook, yada, yada. All right? So do that while we carry on with our program. And our next speaker is Dian Marivianti, or we usually call her Dian Fifi. Let's go, Dian Fifi.
Okay. In 2013, my husband's sister-in-law, Sarah, showed unusual behavior. She couldn't sleep, stay in dark room, and hallucinated that she was in Bermuda Triangles. And then my mom said it might be the symptoms of mental illness. But her family said, no, it is a black magic, cannot be cured. And no one take her to psychiatry because it is black magic. So I decided to take her to a psychiatry, Dr. Amy. Sarah was diagnosed bipolar disorder. It is manic depression, cause mood swing. And then I didn't know how to help Sarah. Then Dr. Amy said, Dian, you have heart to care and help people like Sarah. So she invited me to join Harmony Group, volunteer run support for people with mental illness. There, they share their experience, stories, personal stories, and then treatment and coping strategy. I volunteered 2 years there. Then I learned that many people can have various mental illness from rich, poor, genius, and average. Remember Sarah? 9 months after treatment, she was cured totally. Now she has owned her bakery. So friends, you can change black magic to magic by being there for people who need you.
Wow, thank you so much, Dian Fifi. For those who did not know, for a long time in Indonesia, mental health is a disease that have no name. I'm actually emotional listening to that speech because I know a lot of people who are suffering with mental health, but they cannot say anything because people think, oh, this is black magic or you're under a curse, something like that. So thank you for sharing that story, Dian Fifi. Now, I would like to invite anyone, if you know someone with mental health problems, or you yourself going through something, you want to share with us? Only for 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Don't be shy. You're a Toastmaster. Can I ask Kadisha Kari to respond?
Hi there, greetings everyone. I'm not quite too familiar with mental illness, but I enjoyed hearing about Diane's family member who has recovered. So that's a great ending to her story. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for asking me to share. Over to you, Pipit.
Thank you so much, Kadisha. Where are you from, Kadisha?
I am originally from Jamaica in the Caribbean, and I now reside in New York.
Oh, nice. So
Do you
you like
like
reggae then?
I love all types of music, but yes, Jamaicans are known to love Bob Marley and reggae music. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much for participating. All right, so let's go to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Intan, who will talk about her son, I suppose. Okay, let's go, Intan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Let me ask you a question first. When was the last time you did something that scared you? When was the last time you decided something that took you out of your comfort zone? Well, I did. A few years ago, I went to China to work as a Bahasa Indonesia lecturer and bring my only son. At first, I thought it was the best decision for me and my family. I could take my sons to see the world, to experience new things. I thought I could choose both, pursuing my career and taking care of my son. But guess what? Things didn't work out that way. It just took 2 weeks for my son to get really stressed about the new life. He started to have fever, got an infections, got lost many weight, and became so skinny. So I decided to take him to the hospital. And boom, the doctor said that my son might have the symptom of Kawasaki disease. It's a syndrome that creates an inflammation to the blood vessels that could lead to the heart disease to young children. Well, that was a big shock for me. But after a long considerations, we finally decided to go back to Indonesia and have the second opinion from the local doctor. Well, at that moment, I really blame myself for taking the wrong decision and being such a selfish mom. But now I got the answer. Facing all those difficulties, feeling all those pain is the biggest source of growth. Well, fellow Toastmaster, no winter lasts forever and no spring skip its season. Thank you. Back to you, Fifi.
Thank you so much. Unless last year, seems like all season bundled together. We don't remember what month this is. Okay, but thank you so much, Intan, for sharing your story about sacrifice. Yeah, she just landed in China, 2 weeks trying to adjusting to her new life, but suddenly she found herself have to go back to Indonesia because her son got really sick. Now, I would like to invite anyone here, if you want to talk about, is there any sacrifice you do for the people you love? Anyone want to share? Gail, maybe? Gail, do you like to share about sacrifice for the people we love? Please unmute.
Maybe
Yes.
I can share with some inspired story from my son. I just heard Inten talk about her son. And my son, because he's an engineer, like Marine Drentica, yeah. Then he quit. My son worked at a very largest semiconductor company in Taiwan. But after work there 5 years, he felt tired and he quit his job and he decided to hiking around Taiwan. I am from Taiwan. So he decided to hiking around Taiwan and he spent about 70 days and hiking around Taiwan. He walked about 1,200 kilometers. And during the road, many people had him. And so after the hiking, I think he benefited a lot. Not he changed his mind. He from before he always complained and he always frustrated about his job. But after hiking, I think he becomes more different. He can look at things from the other aspect. I think that is good for his future life. And then after half years, he flight to England. He studied at a master degree in Nottingham, England. Because of the coronavirus changed everything. He at that time UK was outbreak, yeah, suddenly outbreak. So my son returned from flight back from England to Taiwan. But anyway, the coronavirus maybe crisis. But when he moved back to Taiwan, he found a good job that changed his life. So sometimes I think the crisis might be a good opportunity for your life. Just keep moving. Just look the bright side. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So I agree, actually, a crisis also creates opportunity. And if only we can see, for example, VTM or even our club Bhinneka, also, if it wasn't for the pandemic, probably it didn't cross our mind. Thank you so much, Gil, for sharing. Now I would like to call our next speaker, Natalie, who is also the president of Bhinneka.
Since early age, I have been convinced that success means getting the highest grade, graduating from top university, and establishing myself financially. That's what the society told us to do. But my dad believed differently. And he always said to me, Natalie, there is no I in success, but there is you and there is us. I couldn't really understand what he meant until one day in 2008, after his long battle with diabetes and internal organ complication, he finally passed away. At his funeral, hundreds of people from all over Bali came, and they came with tears in their eyes and thanks in their heart, gratitude for what my father has done for them. Natalie, your dad paid for my school fees so I could graduate college. Natalie, your dad was my best friend. Natalie, your dad saved our marriage. And those kind of stories kept pouring on and on. And I finally realized that my father built his life on his own definition of success. That success is not about himself, but about others. There is no I in success. There is you and there is us. I believe as this month is Father's Day's month, I got reminded again of this lesson because for me, that is one of his greatest legacy. And that shaped me to be who I am today. Now, I believe that life is not a zero-sum game because the more we give, the more we receive. Back to you, Pip.
Thank you so much. I apologize that we have only 2 minutes, so let's go to our last speaker, who is lying down right now because he is now having COVID, and he told me I'm okay to share it. So let's go, Lufti.
Okay. What do you expect when you join a Toastmaster club? Improving English, confidence in public speaking, satisfying your competitive attitude, or simply to find friends? I joined Bhinneka in December 2020 because I was invited by Pipit. Little did I know that I will get more bargain for with $100 registration fee. Since the first Bhinneka online meeting, I just clicked with the people and the ex-coach who is so supportive and helpful. I can see that the club has a good vibe. Most of the time, the reason we stay in a club or any kind of environment is the people, not the perks or anything, but simply the people. And Bhinneka is a diverse mix of those people. Our members is stretched all over Indonesia, even to Mauritius, UK, and Los Angeles. What a club, right? After joining for almost 7 months, I discovered something new. I found out that we do care for each other. When one of us gets sick, like me now, exposed to COVID-19, the humans of Bhinneka never stop encouraging me to be healthy and to never give up. For example, Robin from Mauritius messaged me and said, "Don't let the kryptonite get me," since my nickname is Superman, right, man? Or Fifi, who let me know about the COVID medicine as alternative. So, and you know what is so amazing? We have never even met in person, right? Not even once. But the bond is there. So what do I get more than I bargain in Bhinneka? I get to realize that Bhinneka is not only a club, it's not only friends, but Bhinneka is a place I can call home. And friends, I am now proudly called family. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We also support Lufti, but also we don't let him rest. Even during his rest, we ask him to speak here. Okay, so everyone, I know a nice and warm breakout room right now is about to close. So I would like to invite you, if you want to drop by our meetings on a Sunday during our time, please follow us on Instagram, bhinneka.online_tmc. Okay, so see you next time. And then I hope we can see you in our meetings. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. The video of our club. Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. So it's so lovely to have you all back in our Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club meeting. As you all know, we just started on December 2020. And in our Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club, we have club values that's uniquely ours. It's as simple as ABC: appreciate our club members, build each other up, and celebrate our successes.